You're listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more.
Well, Power me at this year, boy, Al Mega. Welcome to a brand new Comic Crusaders podcast. Yep, keeping busy. Talking to amazing creators, independent comic creators, bosses out there. And this is a familiar face to me on the Comic Con circuit that pimps his wares like no other. I mean, he is a very versatile creator. He writes, he draws, he designs, he edits, he publishes. Oh my God. This man wears many hats. He's a dope creator, a dope homie, and a man that'll tell you the truth no matter what. Because when I seen him talk to someone I know with some businessman, I was inspired. I said, that's how you do the work, baby. The one, the only, the mighty, incredible Fabrice Sapolsky, baby. How you doing?
I don't know. I don't know how to follow up a presentation like this. It's like I'm on the ring. This is I'm defending my title, and this is how we do it.
That's right, baby. Fair square, baby.
Fair square graphics, yes. Let's get that belt.
Let's get it. Thank you, homie. You know what it is. Great energy every time we see each other in person.
Yeah,
great.
I love you. I love your energy.
That's what it is, man. It's you guys. You guys give me this. You guys create great product. Great stuff that put it out there, sharing that journey. And I'm just blessed to be able to speak to you guys, know what inspires you, and be able to share that. So I'm the one that's lucky here, and you guys give me that energy. So with that,
465. Damn it.
Ooh, yeah, man. Working hard, baby. Working hard.
That's I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Thank you for having me. It's just
no doubt. This is a good number. This is a good number right here. So check it. So folks, for you guys that don't know, again, like I said, this is a guy that wears multiple hats.
Yes.
I was introduced to him through an IDW series called Intertwine.
Oh no, it was never at IDW.
I'm sorry. What was it?
The first edition was a Dynamite.
Dynamite.
And then we got our rights back in 2021, and we republished it the way it was always intended to be. Not that I'm dissing Dynamite, but let's say that when it comes to creator owned, this is not really a place to be. They're very much comfortable with licenses, but when it comes to creator owned, they're not as comfortable. And I mean, I have good relationships with people there. I still have when I see Joe Ryben, who's the managing editor over there, or anyone from there, we don't spit at each other. We're cordial. We're very cordial. I met great people there, but let's say that in terms of editorial for creator owned, they're not the best equipped. At least they were not back in the day. And I mean, we know they're making wonders and they're selling tons of copies of their licensed titles, but the creator owned is a different beast. So,
and again, that's just how I think these companies market those different IPs differently.
Yes,
and it's a shame. Of course, they're going to market the bigger IP, and unfortunately, it's like, okay, so you bought on this creator for what? So the IP gets ignored. Not fair to them. I mean, I love this series. I'll tell you that much. I bought every issue. It's definitely in my collection because I loved it, and that's how I was introduced to your style of storytelling, and I dug it a lot. When I got to meet you in person, and we've connected since. So just tell me, gente that don't know, those that are unaware of the Sapolsky, baby, where you OG from? But this is the most important question for Reese that people need to know here. Like, besides where you're from, is what was the first thing in fandom overall that you ever fell in love with?
The first thing in fandom I ever fell in love with?
Yes.
Oh my God. Like it was. I mean, I always say that the first comic that I bought with my money, and I was probably 8 years old. It was Conan the Barbarian.
Oh yeah, Conan guy. Yeah, there we go, baby.
And it was these oversized, Conan the Barbarians, square bound. We had that. But I've always been a Marvel person. Like,
Okay.
I stopped reading them a while ago because this is a question that I get all the time. When you're a comic book creator, and now that I'm a comic book publisher on top of everything, uh, I breathe comic 7 days a week, 16 to 18 hours a day. After I'm done, the last thing I want to do is to read comics. I know that people are treasuring those comics from bigger companies, but at the end of the day, to me, these are products.
Yeah.
The Marvel, the DC's, Dark Horse, now Boom, which is now a corporation. All the corporations and the independents, we're not in the same business. We don't do the same thing. Like we share a common medium, which is called comic books, but we don't have the same end game, the same goal. Our goal is to tell stories that we have our art on our sleeve, and we're telling our stories to the best of our abilities with our great co-creators, the artists, if you're a writer, and the writer if you're an artist. Those corporations, they want to push brands because these brands are going to guarantee that tomorrow they're going to have toys, they're going to have movies, they're going to have TV. Like, I don't give a damn about that. Like, I'm in for the medium. I came into this business. I founded my publishing company because I love comics and I love people discovering
But
comics.
what inspired that fire, Fabrice? Like, when did you know that, like, yo, I mean, because again, you're an amazing creator, and you sound like, I don't want to use the word, but I have to kind of, a comic book activist, right? Indie
Yes,
rights,
I I
create.
I like activists. I can be a comic book activist.
There you go.
I
So comic
but
book
I
activist. Yeah. So
the
why? What inspires you for this?
I,
Was something happen to you? Is it stories that you've heard? Like, what led you on that?
the thing is, a long time ago, when I was in my home country in France, I noticed that nobody was really taking care of creators. I remember one very big French publisher. I went into his office one day because before I was a creator, I was a journalist. So I went to
Okay.
his office to interview him, to talk to him. And after we were done, I said to him, I said, like, um, I hear a lot of creators at your company that are complaining that they're not really well treated. Why don't you do more? I mean, you have money. Your publisher is solid. You're a very big publisher. And he said to me something that I will never forget. He said, Fabrice, listen to me. I'm not in the business of creators. I'm in the business of selling books.
Oof.
And that was a wake up call. That was a wake up call because I realized that, okay, you have different type of publishers. You have publishers who are only interested in the business side, and you have publishers, and you have other people more interested in the human side. I'm more interested in the human side. I'm a Boy Scout. I mean, I was a Boy Scout. I believe in the collective, and I believe that creators shouldn't be at the bottom of the food chain.
They
So
shouldn't.
yeah, as such, I'm an activist. I'm a comic book justice warrior, if you want to call me that. I don't mind, and I will always root for the people who are the least considered. And in 2019, like the incredible thing is that because I thought about all this before I created my company, Fair Square Graphics. Now it's Fair Square Graphics. It used to be Fair Square Comics, and
Yeah.
I'll touch upon that later why we changed the name. In 2017, early 2017, I formulated the concept. I had a logo for Fair Square Comics, and I was like, I want to take care of creators. I want to I want to publish books. I want it to be fair. I want contract. I want transparency so that everyone's at ease. I want to show that you can publish, you can do business the way you shop organic. Like, you're gonna have to pay a little more your comics and your graphic novels, but everything that is not, of course, the printer or the distributor will go to the creators. And that was like an obsession. And then my plan got derailed and delayed a little bit because I was hired by this company called Humanoids in 2017, and I
Okay.
stayed with them for 2.5 years. And I went to California, um, where I worked for them, and then there was the pandemic. And at the beginning of the pandemic, I was laid off by Humanoids.
Damn.
And after I was a senior editor there, and I edited, I don't know, something like 120 comics and graphic novels for them over the course of my tenure there. And some of the things that I did at that company, I'm still very, very proud of. But when they let me go, I had no other choice. I tried to find work at another company. Nobody had a position for me. It's not easy when you hit 50 years old and you're a guy and you're an immigrant, to find work. And I ended up reactivating my concept of what we call comics from the rest of us, which is uh, making comics a little differently, with a little more ethic, and with the creators at the center of our equation, at the center of our system. And we designed a system, with different colors. If you look at the Fair Square Graphics books, you will see that some of them have a green logo, some of them have a purple logo, and some of them have a blue logo. And it defines our relationship with the creators. If it's green, that means that we own the IPs. If it's purple, it's full creator owned, and the creators that are working with us keep 100% of their creative rights. And if it's blue, that means that we are buying the content already done, already made from another creator or publisher from all around the planet, and we're putting it on the market in the United States. And for the past 5 years, that has been my life. That has been my life, not just promoting my own work as a creator. And I released, I mean, No Future is my sixth creator-owned book in as many years, and but also promoting all the beautiful creators that are working with us. And I'm really blessed to work with such an amazing gang of people. And so every time I fight, every time you see me online, like talking about stuff, it's not just for myself, it's for them also. And the other particularism of Fair Square Graphics is that we're a family company. I'm working with my partner Crystal. I'm working with my son Ethan, and it's his birthday today, by the way.
Happy
Um,
birthday! Woo!
yeah,
Wherever!
he's 27 today.
Oh my!
So yeah. So anyway, like, yeah, this is we're a different breed of company. And when we show up at shows, and you and I know, like, I'm doing a lot of shows. I've done 30 shows. I mean, I have 30 shows like on the schedule so far. I did 20 from January 1st to now. Last year it was 26 or 27. I don't even remember. And next year I already have 28 on schedule. Um, this is where it's at. When you're a small publisher and you don't have the marketing power of the big companies, you have to go directly to the people. We are with the people. Last week we started selling our graphic novels on the streets of New York,
Oh, nice.
because we need to be with the people.
I saw you hustling, man. I was like, I
We're
love
hustling.
it. And see, folks, honest to God, yo, he ain't talking no smack. Yo, check out his socials. Again, if you want to know all about his socials, right? I'm sharing where you can find him, Red Square Graphics as well, on his link tree. And it has
Yes.
all the links there.
Yes.
For real, my man really works. You see him at a con, you see him selling and great energy, great books, beautiful books at that. I mean,
Yes.
that's just great, but I mean,
You're absolutely right. We're paying big bucks for the quality, because if you look at the quality of the books that the big companies are releasing, it's usually the paper is a little light. It's glossy. I don't like glossy paper. I think it's cheap. The cover is also very light and glossy. It's flimsy. Um, I like beautiful books, and I think that people are ready to pay to get good quality and books that are going to last.
Absolutely.
So,
I once
so
it's
we're
called
doing that.
shelf porn.
Exactly.
That's what
Shelf.
it is. When you create that shelf porn that looks sexy, when people walk by on my bookshelf, ooh, what's that? You know what I mean? You want that sexy spine. And then when they look at that front,
Yeah.
that back, wherever, I got a couple of books that are dressed so beautifully. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
they knew what they were
And
doing.
and speaking of the spine, this is the thing that we do, and nobody else is doing it because we've trademarked it. Our spine doesn't display the name of the creators. It displays a one-line sentence that describes what's inside the book. Because most
Oh,
of the books, because most of the books, uh, people are going through the shelves and they're like, "What is this book?" Because most of people don't know who the creators are. They don't know what the title is. So I got the idea of replacing that by a one-line pitch that is on the spine of each one of our books. I can show you.
yeah. Hold on. It's the
Let's
man on the big screen, baby, right there.
Okay, so I'm taking this book, A Fox in My Brain, that is one of our latest bestsellers. It came out in April. It's almost sold out. And if you look at the spine here, you'll
Okay.
see,
Oh, okay. It's long, yeah.
yeah, you see a thing, and it's really our exclusive take on the books. You know, when you're a small company, you have to use everything at your disposal to to outsmart the system
Yes.
and to be a little you know um I wouldn't say sneaky, but it's to try to get people's attention, and it becomes really something that people like. And we realize that at shows, it also helps us because we have now almost 40 different graphic novels that we published. So when we show up at shows, we can't bring 40, but we bring at least 20, 25. And rather than having people, when we have multiple people on the table, it's easy to explain them how to get the pitch, and they have the spiel by just looking at the spine, and it becomes this game where they go from one to another and they can cherry pick the ones they like. So
Nice. Nice.
so
I
yeah.
dig. See, Fabrice is ahead of the game. All right, so it's that time. It's that time. We gotta start talking about this new project because I mean, congrats.
Yes.
This baby is already funded as of right now, but we have
Yes.
45 hours left, less than a
Yes.
day, and
Yes.
change.
It's
Let's
yes.
go.
We could use more love, because as you know, it's not because we put a price tag on a campaign that it's the real cost of the book. The book costs more than that. We just wanted to make sure that we're going to print it. The book is actually done. It's completely finished. It's just waiting to be sent to the printer. And once we get the funds from BackerKit, we will send the book to the printer and it's going to be sent to people.
You know what?
So
And before you dig into what No Future is, since you have a video, so
yes, let's play it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Oh.
Apologies about that one, folks. I hit the wrong button, but it's all right. Let's get on the big screen anyway. Oh my God, folks! Did you see that? Holy smoke!
Did you
Dramatic,
like it?
bro. Dramatic AF, bringing the drama, man. Holy smoke!
I
Yo,
know. I get that often. People who see the trailer, they're like, "Wow, it's epic." That was the intention.
yeah,
I want it to be epic.
que la novela, el Latino say it's one of those novelas that slap you. Like, what's gonna happen here? Holy smoke, Fabrice. All right, what the fuck are you telling us over here? What is the no future? Are you Fabrice Sinatra over here or something? Come on, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Over here.
No Future is a post-apocalyptic book. It's kind of like The Walking Dead meets Lost.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so you have an event. That event takes place on July 7th, 2025. The Earth, the time on Earth stops, freezes, then goes backwards, and every day erases itself from existence. So basically, every day you lose a day, every week you lose a week, every month you lose a month, and time goes backwards.
So wait, if it's going, am I getting younger or am I just losing time?
No, the days are erasing themselves from existence. They don't exist anymore, except for these four people that we're following that remember that there was those days. So every
Oh,
day for them is yesterday, is the day before, you know.
gotcha.
So they know what the future is going to be because the future is the past.
Oh, damn. All right, yo. Is weed legal where you're at or something?
It's what?
Is marijuana legal where you're at?
Yes, it
Man,
is.
concept, it must be in the air, man. That concept is bad shit crazy. Yo, you just
It is batshit crazy.
it is. The way you just told me that is like, yo, like the future is actually the past. Yo, it's just
Yeah,
it's a sick concept. It's sick. What
exactly. So
what happened to
it's
you? What made you think of this?
I don't know. I woke up one morning and I had this idea, that crazy idea. And then it was very, very hard to put together. It scared a couple of artists. They didn't want to draw the book. And so until I found Eder Messias, which was in 2020, um, and it was very difficult to put together. And it took me 7 years to write the first issue.
7 years, Fabrice.
Yeah, because you
What?
you are you are working on different timelines. Like you have the regular timeline, you have the timeline that goes backwards, and you have the life of each character. And of course you can't like so I have an Excel sheet where I have all the things when I write so that I don't get lost. And even like that, sometimes I get lost in the
I
in
love
the.
you get lost yourself in the whole time. I mean, but again,
But
you have a complicated thing here. That, and again, 7 years. I mean, that's kind of
yeah,
that's
you
intense. I mean,
you have if you scroll down, you have pages so that people can see.
we're gonna see. Let's see. I mean,
So
first of
that's
all, look at
well
that.
covers.
So
Okay, so
who's
that's
the
cover.
talk to me?
All right, so on the we're going to start with the right, okay? So on the right, you have a character, this ginger character. His name is Zeus. He is a Brazilian student that has overstayed in the United States, so he's afraid of being deported. He's illegal. He's an illegal immigrant.
Okay,
But he's a tech genius. So he has found ways to survive in a very hostile environment, and he has been able to dodge ice. If you see
gotcha.
what I mean.
Okay,
Then you have Clive. Clive is a British citizen that lives in LA. The story starts in LA. It's a British citizen. He's a British citizen. He's an adopted kid. He was born from Cuban parents and raised by white people in the UK. He's an ex-punk because like he's like in his 40s. He knew the punk movement, and he was kind of like a very angry adopted kid. and then he moved to the United States out of love because he met an American girl, and he became an insurance agent. And so he became everything that he hated when he was younger, and he hates himself. So that's Clyde.
Based on his heritage and his look, I would have thought he was Pitbull without the glasses.
Well, it's also Latino, but so you see. Then you have the center character is Sasha. Of course, obviously Sasha is black. She's also Jewish, and she is a character that has had a very difficult upbringing and found peace in faith. And but something happens to her because of the event where they're in, and she snaps and she becomes a very different person that you'll see in the book. And then
it kind of has a face on the cover too. It kind of tells you, I mean, business.
Yes, I mean her. When we meet her for the first time, she is the manager at a CVS, but things are going to go south very quickly. And on the left, there's a character that you see very little in issue 1, but has more spotlight in issue 2 and especially issue 3. And her name is Leslie, and Leslie is a trans person. So Leslie is afraid of going back to the past because she would have to confront her father, who's a pastor, and who basically ousted her when she came out as trans.
Gotcha.
So the first cover that you saw was from Eder Messias. The second cover that you see here is the cover that I drew.
Hey.
And then you have a cover from Koi Fam.
Nice.
This is the cover from Koi Fam.
How you land Koi, man? I know Koi's work awesome.
Oh, I've known Koi for a very, very long time.
Then you got for us to, when we
there's a blank cover. Yes, I always put blank covers, even though it's not super popular these days. But I always put blank covers. There was a virgin cover of the Koi cover, but it was only for the first 2 days.
Okay.
And then there are interior pages.
Bro. Again, when you do an intro like this with this type of panel that looks so cinematic, look at this artistry, folks. Look at this coloring. Look at this line work. Look at this lettering. Holy fuck, bro. Yeah, Fabrice, man, you be bringing some A game to this, baby. Look at this. Woo! I'm already in love. Look at this. Oh, gorgeous, man. Talk about this team of yours, yo.
The what?
The
team? Eder Messias is the artist. The beginning of the book, I mean, the full first issue has been colored by Walter Pereira, who is a color artist from Argentina.
Okay.
Then he had family issues, and the second issue is partly by Walter and the other half by a Nigerian color artist that I'm working with. He colored my cover, and his name is Morbi. I'm lettering, I'm designing, I'm doing everything else, and that's it. That's us.
Boss work for me. I love these. I love layouts, respecting of the art with your lettering. Boy. I mean, again, folks, look at this. Look at this. Look at this lane of artistry and emotiveness of the character going through 5 different emotions. Not every panel is the same at all. Understanding the feeling just through the artistry. Great shit.
So Eder. So there's a story with Eder, because I hired Eder first for a book. The first book that we did as Fair Square Comics was a book called Noir is the New Black.
Oh yeah,
which is an anthology. Yeah, it was a huge success. And Eder had a story in there, and I loved him so much that he asked me immediately, "Do you have another project for me?" And I pulled out No Future from the vault, and he loved it. And so he started immediately drawing. And then a year later, Marvel called him. And so he had to leave No Future for a little bit, go to Marvel. I thought it was going to be a few months. It was actually 2 years.
Oh, damn.
So
Marvel,
for 2 years.
How dare you take him? Actually, it helped him, right, to get better for you. Whatever. So
he drew a lot of things from Marvel. He did Predator. He did Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
He did plenty of stuff. So but then he came back, and now we're working on issue 3.
Wonderful. I mean, look at this artist. Look at this art, folks. This is live right now for you guys to picture. Yes. And what's this? Lately I've been getting a group of fellas and ladies that are participating in Comictopia. So talk to us about Comictopia and your participation.
So Comictopia is an initiative that was launched by Backer Kit. So Backer Kit initially, I think they started 5 or 6 years ago. They were initially a service that was helping creators getting a little more money after their Kickstarter campaign through a set of tools to help creators making more from what they got from Kickstarter.
Okay.
And slowly they started developing their own crowdfunding platform. And so now they're a competitor to Kickstarter. And they try to be smart in what they're doing. And so they invited me and 26 other creators for this event, Comictopia. And they realized that if we launch all the campaigns at the same time, we can all elevate each other. And being who I am and loving the collective, I immediately say yes. Beautiful. So not only you have all these campaigns and you have like bigger publishers like Ablaze is there, Dynamite is there, Raid is there, Zenescope. I mean, you have a lot of other publishers, not just me. And so the interesting thing is that we were all launched on the same day on July 18th, and we're all finishing on August 8th.
Okay.
And not just that, but they also did these pairings. Like we have been paired with another campaign called Bouquets and Death Rays, and it's a completely different book, but both campaigns can please fans. So if you back one and you back the other, you get an extra gift if you back both.
Really? Oh so, man, now that's the way to support creators and campaigns on the platform.
Yes.
I've never seen Kickstarter do no shit like that.
And on top of that, they had another idea that I really thought was very clever. They created a collaborative book. And in this, if you click on more Comictopia project, you will see the other projects. They created a collaborative books where everyone has contributed one page.
Okay.
And there's a No Future page, but there's every other has one page, and it's like a book where you have all the campaigns. It's original material for every campaign, and if you back 5 campaigns, you have a copy of that book. It's very rare, like it's a collector.
And look at this. Top cross collab projects, and No Future #1 is in that top of the collaborative. Well, that's why you wanted me to go here too. Hey, that's right, mi gente. Look at that. Kicking ass, you know what I mean? So please, I mean, look at all these wonderful projects. You see other partnerships as well. I've actually spoken to some of these niggas, my boy Frank too there. Nice to see him there. You know, I see Dynamite. Yeah, I see a lot of things and a lot of people that I've actually spoken to. So Mr. Fish, my homie, awesome.
Mr. Fish.
And Mr. Fish is a great creator, positive. Let me tell you, this is fantastic. But I like to see you there. Top cross collab project, baby. People know quality when they see it. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Because you've seen that book, folks. It is gorgeous. The shipping, there we go, estimated for a single book, so you guys know shipping, because we were talking about that at a prior Kickstarter conversation I had. You know, $10 in the US, $20 in the UK, $25 Canada, $30 Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and Norway. Okay, if they don't offer to your country, or you can't afford the surcharge, you could consider going digital. I know you want to slow the egg, you know,
and
but you know.
Two other really important things. Number one, the series is not going to be distributed in stores. I'm not taking this one to Diamond. Diamond is our distributor. We're going through Diamond for every book that Fair Square Graphics is publishing. We're going through Diamond, except for two. For No Future, and for another book that is very dear to my heart called Mutiny Black Girl Magic. Look at this book. Show you. Mutiny Black Girl Magic. Ooh.
There we go. Hey, look at that.
Okay, Mutiny Black Girl Magic, which is, and that's another cover. Ooh. That one is Alita Martinez cover.
Oh, I like that one a lot.
That one is my cover. That's the cover that I drew, and I can show you another one, which is this one, and it's from Sway, a wonderful artist from Brooklyn.
Yo, building baby web. I love it.
Exactly. So yeah, it really is this journey where if you want something collectible, and I know you're the people who are following you, they love collectors.
Yes, they do. They love collecting.
Exactly. And the second thing is, you see, there's a Spider-Man Noir behind me.
Yeah, man.
So this is a piece that I drew, and as you know, I'm the co-creator of that character for Marvel Comics. So if you back the campaign over $20, not digital, not cover A, that means from cover B and up, you can get this art print for free.
What?
But there's also a selection of other art prints.
You know, shows coming up with Nick Cage, you know, being Spider-Man Noir or whatever. So you know.
I'm not involved with that. I'm not part of it.
Really, man? No credit, no nothing.
No, I probably have no credit. I never had any credit on any appearances of the character on screen. So
that sucks.
It is what it is. I don't have money. I don't have credit. It is. I'm not involved. Like, the only thing I get is I get royalties on the comics that I did, and that's it. And it's very little money. So
have you seen what Roy Thomas thought that he should get first line credit for the creation of Wolverine in the film?
Well, Roy Thomas sometimes should probably stay silent.
This is why I love Fabrice, man. He be talking the real deal. Guys,
yeah.
Him at a con, ask him business questions, and this man would just,
I love to talk business.
Keith, my boy that you met at Chicago, after our conversation, he's like, I need this guy on a podcast. I love this guy. I mean, what is it that makes you gets you so passionate though as well about that the creator right, the distribution, the
creator rights is very easy. It's because of my Marvel. The thing is, when you work for a big corporation like that, you know that it's work for hire. You know that everything you create is going to belong to the company.
Yeah, once you accept the check.
But at one point, if you get no money, no opportunities, and your ideas are going to be on T-shirts and mugs and everything and movies, and you won't get anything from that, that's exploitative. And I don't want that for myself, and I don't want that for any of my peers. So that's number one. Number two, again, I told you, I don't like when creators are at the bottom of the food chain. It is very important that creators know what the economy of comics is and how they can survive and hopefully thrive in it. And so I'm giving a lot of information. I'm teaching a lot of people. I show the budgets. I explain to them how it works. what my role as a publisher is. Ask 99% of people, they won't know what a publisher does. But I can tell you what a publisher does, because that's what I'm doing, is making sure that the whole system doesn't collapse on itself and there's no exploitation of the people who are actually making the books. And so it's a huge responsibility, you know. Every time and it's not an easy job. Sometimes a book is not selling well. It happens. Not every book is selling great. Sometimes a book is selling well, and creators are like, "Where's my money?" And I show them. I show them the statements. Show them what it is. It takes time. You have to be a little, you know, you have to have empathy.
Not a little. I think you got to be very patient, because this is the way it is. And again, you also want to hope that maybe this IP gets other eyes on it. You never know, and and could lead to bigger monetary gains.
But that's the thing and that's why this is such a hard industry to crack, because if you really want your other people to have eyes on your books, you need to focus on the marketing and the sales.
Yes.
But if I was only doing that, I would not publish anything. So I have to, and it takes more time for me, because I don't want to let go of being a creator. I founded my company because I wanted to publish my own stuff, because no one would publish my own stuff unless they take a big chunk of it. And I was not okay with that. I had an offer. I had interest for No Future at another publisher. I didn't follow up because I didn't want 50 or 75% of my creative rights to be taken by a company that didn't do anything. And I strongly believe in creator-owned. And creator-owned is expensive. Creator-owned is a huge risk, and creator-owned doesn't always pay off. I'm still paying for Intertwine. Intertwine is still not profitable, and it's been and I started working on it 9 years ago.
What? I mean, that's just a fire book. Are you serious?
Yeah. We did a Kickstarter. We did a Kickstarter in June for the omnibus, the hardcover version of it. Okay?
Yeah.
The print bill for the Kickstarter is 40% more than what we got from the Kickstarter.
What?
Yeah. We raised $6,000, which without the Kickstarter fee was 57 something. Okay.
Yeah.
5,700. But the print bill is 8,500. So you see the problem.
Total disconnect. Yeah.
Exactly. The economy is not good. And that's why, even if I put a very, very low goal for No Future at 3,000, this is not the actual price of a book. Like, each page costs $280 to make.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Without the printing. So and I'm not paying myself. I'm paying the color artist, and I'm paying the artist. And I'm not paying myself as a letterer, and I'm not paying myself as an editor, and I'm not paying myself as a publisher. So it is
doing the Bloomberg. It's $1 a year, possibly, maybe.
It's true that if I was working for a company, I would make more money.
Yeah.
And I'm not ruling out any possibility. Like, if I can keep doing what I'm doing while working for another company, I'll gladly do it. I'm not. You have some creators, they're averse of working for other publishers. That's not me. I in my home country in France for 10 years, I had a packaging company. A packaging company is a company that creates comics and magazines for other companies. So basically, I was working for the man without being at the man.
Okay.
And so I don't mind working for other companies. I still do freelance editing. I still do, like, I'm right now, right before we started this podcast, I'm drawing a cover for another publisher.
Ooh, there we
And
go.
yeah, there's a bunch that I can't talk about right now, but I did a variant cover for an image book that's going to be released this year. Right now, I'm doing a cover for another publisher that I can't name on a big license. Hopefully, it's going to be approved. And I'm having a lot of fun doing this. But
Great.
it's I'm doing that because it's creative, because there's demand, but also I'm not an idiot. I know that's because I'm a cheap artist.
No, but you get your work out there. You're doing things on a positive level. I mean, look what you've been saying. I mean, these are the type of people we want in the industry that are about not just themselves but others. It
Yes.
takes village, right? I mean, to have something. It's not about one, but everyone. Everybody could eat. There's more than enough room for that, and it's truth. If you want to be a ruthless prick, then that's up to you. But you don't need to be that, and it is why we have great people like Fabrice in the world that are going to be a counter to people being
Yeah.
dicks.
Well, the pricks are making more money than I do. That's for sure.
It's all right, though. It's all right. Their thing is really going to be in a limited time span where your wealth is going to be something that is more than money as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The wealth is more than money. Yeah, I agree with that.
wealth is more than money, and you're going to get, you're going to get the money, but you're going to have what's real abundance, not what they have.
Yeah.
But
Well, now
not everybody has abundance.
I have a surprise for you because this year we're also launching a non-safe for work label.
Oh shit! Oh really? Some adult stuff. Bring me the naughty, Fabrice. What we got?
Oh yeah, you're gonna have the naughty. We're releasing a book. It will be on Kickstarter. It's called Eat My Cape,
Hey.
and it's a sexy superhero book that takes place in a diner for superheroes, where things get frisky when at different times of the day, and at first they don't really understand why, and then they finish by understanding what happens. The diner is a character. The diner is a person, and the diner has fun making people horny at any time of the day.
God. Johnny Hughes, I have found a book for you. Apparently, I cannot wait. I have the perfect person to review this book when it is ready. He loves the
Yeah.
naughty comics. He is real. Oh my God, a naughty diner. So you're telling me this naughty diner is like Star Fox from Marvel?
Yeah.
You shit. Oh, Fabrice, I can't wait. See, sick mind, but fun. Fun comics, folks. Comics for everyone. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Now you're gonna give us some big boy and big girl stuff. I can't wait. So Fabrice,
Yes.
man, you rock. Let me show this one last time before we go. Love
Yes.
having you here. Folks, again, right now the goal is 3 racks. He's funded at 34.40. A big
I'd
thank
love to
you.
get to 5. I'd love to get to 5 because at 5, everyone gets a book plate that is signed.
Woo! You hear that? Let's get to 5 racks, baby. Listen, we're not too far. We got 40
No, we're not too far.
hours left. All right. And a big
Yes.
salute and a God bless to you, 117 backers out there for supporting amazing independent creators like Fabrice. But yo, let's for real. You saw how beautiful this book is. You saw the video. You could see it yourself, again, on repeat at this website right there, backerkit.com, Fresh Square Comics, no feature number 1. Numero uno, baby. You hear that?
No. Yes. And number 2 is already done, so you won't have to wait forever to get the follow-up.
Do you hear this? These creators are amazing nowadays. They got stuff lined up. They're not making you wait. I've been waiting for Rob Liefeld's Brigade Kickstarter for I feel like 20 years right now. I still haven't gotten that shit. But Fabrice will deliver. He will deliver, man. All right.
We deliver. We deliver. Damn it. Again, 40 graphic novels in 5 years. So
how many? Repeat that. How many?
40
Jesus
graphic
Christ.
novels in 5 years. That's what we published at Fair Square Graphics.
Do you hear this, folks? The man delivers, and all beautiful, amazing projects and something for
everyone. We're gonna start manga. We're gonna have manga next month.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? Fabrice, you're a fucking beast and a boss. Let me say, this is the fan of comics all my life. To a creator like yourself, just thank you, bro. Thank you for being who you are, sharing your stories, but not just that, just going above and beyond for people in the industry and helping. Like, you're doing beautiful work, great work. Bless.
I'm surrounded by wonderful creators. Like, a shout out to Greg Burnham. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Feliz cumpleaños, baby, many more.
Exactly. Like, I work with wonderful creators, Greg Ellisay, like David Walker. Like, there's so many that I work with. Alita, I mentioned Alita. Like, these creators, Asia Fillmore. There's so many good, wonderful creators that we're working with, and I am so blessed.
Man, because you're doing great stuff, so you continue to do so. Thank you so much for your time, and folks, I've been sharing this. All right, please follow Fabrice and Fair Square Graphics. Oh, wait a minute, we ain't getting to that. We ain't getting to that story. Just a couple. Okay, give me 2 minutes on Fair Square.
So the name.
Fair Comics to Fair Square Graphics. What happened?
Okay, what happened is something silly. It's gonna drive you crazy. So, since we started distributing books in stores, like in bookstores, not just in comic book stores, but also in bookstores and in libraries and everywhere where books are sold, we realized that having a name where there's comics attached to, some retailers won't order any of our books because they're like, comics, I don't care.
Oh, shit.
We changed to Fair Square Graphics in June 2024 for our 5th anniversary.
Yeah.
We changed immediately. The sales went up.
Stop lying, really?
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. You had retailers, they're like, oh, that's interesting. I've never seen you before. Well, you did not pay attention.
And my first, yes, you did. You just ignored my ass, you mother.
So at heart, we're still Fair Square Comics, and we're still using Fair Square Comics for Kickstarters, and for crowdfundings and for conventions. But legally, we changed to Fair Square Graphics, so we are Fair Square Graphics, and our website is Fair Square Graphics. Our Instagram, Fair Square Graphics. Everything's Fair Square Graphics.
Beautiful. But, besides that, this is the important thing that they have to do in the next couple of hours, all right? Less than 2 days, folks. It's 44 hours, all right? All right?
Yes.
Let's approach it quickly. Let's support this beautiful project, all right? $3,400, but let's get to 5 racks. 5 racks is what we're looking for. Support indie, back a kit, the links below. Show the love, Fabrice. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you very much. You're the best.
Nah, man.
Love you, man. I hope I can do it again with all your gang. I love your gang. I miss your gang.
But not just the gang. Hopefully, I get to see you at a con real soon. And we pip you off at the table, man, and have some fun. All right?
Yeah. All right.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna sell them live. With that, my fellow Crusaders, thank you for tuning in. You know what it is. I appreciate you. We love you very much. Stay healthy, stay safe. All right. Hasta la próxima. Huepa!
Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.